Hello everyone, I'm Clem and welcome back to my channel. So today I will be sharing with you my thoughts on the different books I've read in February. But just before beginning, I'm just going to do a little sum up of my reading month in February. Did I say January earlier? I don't really know. Never mind, we're talking about February. So in February, I managed to read 5 books, which is pretty great once again. I've been reading 5 books in January and 5 books in February, so I hope I will be able to keep it up, to still read 5 books in March and for the rest of the year, because I feel like if I do that, I will be able to reach my goal or even go over my goal. We'll see. We literally not there. So far I'm happy. So yeah, read 5 books. I didn't manage to read all the books on my TBR because I had to put one on my March TBR, which was Anne with an E. But if you've seen my March TBR, you already know it. If you haven't seen it, I'm going to link it here if you want to know what I will be reading in March. So I couldn't read Anne with an E because I started to read it 3 years before the end of the month, and I knew I wasn't going to be able to complete it in 3 days. So I put it on my March TBR and I'm currently reading it. I'm loving it. So it was a good choice. And also there's something else that didn't happen. Let me check. In my reading journal, yeah, I was supposed to listen to Concrete Rose, but when I started to listen to it, I wasn't in the mood and I felt like if I listened to it, I would not enjoy it. So I decided to listen to something else, and actually let's start with my audiobook of the month. This month my audiobook was Only Mostly Devastated by Sophie Gonzalez. So if you don't know this book, this is a contemporary and this is a retelling of the musical Grease. So in this book you're following Ollie, and Ollie spent the summer at his aunt's because she has cancer, and his family came to help her and her kids. So he spent the summer in this town, and I forgot where it is in the United States. And during the summer he met this boy Will at the lake, and they spent their whole summer together. And of course they started to date, or they had a thing. It was not really clear what it was, but at the end of the summer Ollie was going back to California, but unfortunately his aunt's cancer didn't get better, so they decided to move in for the year to stay close to his aunt and to their kids so they can help, and of course if she dies they're here. So he stays in the city, and of course just like in Greece, he's going to go to the same high school, and actually it's the same things are happening like in Greece. So if you know Greece, you know what's happening in the movie. But Ollie is going to meet this group of girls called the Pink Lady. I don't remember if in the book they're called the Pink Ladies. I call them the Pink Girls. No, yeah, the Pink Girls. And so they're going to help him to find Will. And of course, Will is not going to want to assume his relationship with Ollie, and here it has nothing to do with the fact that they come from 2 different worlds, but the fact that Ollie is out and Will is not out, and is really afraid of what his family is going to say, or what his team, because he's a basketball player, is going to say. Of course it's about that, the relationship, but also the fact that Ollie has to deal with cancer. It's really hard at some point. I really enjoyed this book. It was really cute. It was a really great retelling. Grease is an amazing movie. I love it. I used to watch it all the time when I was a kid. So I know this movie, and I was really satisfied with the retelling. So another thing that I really liked was also the side characters. The Pink Ladies were really well written. I really loved them, and I loved their dynamics because they are free, and they all have a different problem in a way, and I really liked seeing how them trying to solve their problem and to, I don't know, to just being friends, and sometimes they're bad friends and sometimes they're good friends, and also the dynamic with Ollie. I really liked it. I ended up giving this book 4 out of 5 stars. This month I read 2 graphic novels. The first one I'm going to mention is Gotham Eye by Melissa de la Cruz. So I'm sure you know Melissa de la Cruz for the Blue Blood series, and she also wrote the trilogy on Alexander Hamilton and Eliza Hamilton, and she wrote other stuff but I forget right now. So this is retelling, or like, okay, we're going to say a retelling of Batman and the DC characters. So we have Bruce Wayne, aka Batman. What's her name? Catwoman. I forgot her real name. And we have Jack and Napier, who is going to be the Joker. And so basically it's happening in a school, and there is a mystery, like someone tried to kidnap Bruce because, I don't know, they wanted something from him. And yeah, actually it's really hard to explain it without spoiling it, but very basically it's the retelling of the Batman story in high school. It was really amazing. I needed something short and cute to finish the month, so my best friend gave me this. I love the art inside. You see, it's really colorful. I love it. It's really purple, and I love purple. So yeah, you see, really nice. I loved the high school vibes. Yeah, I'm going to stop talking about this book, but let me don't remember how many stars I gave it. Yeah, 3 stars. It was good, okay, but it was not one of my favorite read of the month, so 3 stars. 3 stars with me, it's good. It's like nice. The second graphic novel or comic that I read in February was the second book in Lokenki, so Head Games. Once again, just like the previous book, I can't really tell you much about what's happening in this book because it's a sequel, and I don't want to spoil you, or I don't want to say what's happening in this book. It's just following the TV series. So if you've seen the TV series, you will know what happened. So far, nothing is new. Though I feel like I should rewatch the series on Netflix after reading the next one I have, because I feel like there are something that aren't exactly the same, but I can't say if I'm right or not, or if I just forgot stuff. Like in this one, they're mentioning a key, and I don't remember this key in the TV show, so I will have to watch it to see what's actually happening in the TV series. Just if you don't know what this is, you're following 3 kids. Their father just died, and so they moved to his former house where he grew up when he was a kid. And in this house, the kids, I made a mix between kids and teen. The teens starts to find keys, and each key has a special power. Like you can change your gender, you can open any door and it's going to lead you where you want to go. You can open your head, a lot of stuff. It's really weird and amazing. It's a TV series also on Netflix if you don't want to read the books, but I feel like if you're here, you want to read the book, not necessarily this book, but you prefer reading the books than watching the movies. I don't know, I do both. So yeah, it was nice. I gave it, let me see, I think I gave it 3 stars. Yeah, it was nice, but excited to see where this is going to go. I mean, I know where this is going to go, but I want to learn more, like more than what's in the TV show. So I'm going to keep reading. And this month I also read Much Ado About Mean Girls by Jan Doscher. If you're not familiar with who is Jan Doscher, he's a man, an incredible man who decided to rewrite some classics like movies in book format and as if it was Shakespeare. Like in this one, the title says it, it's a retelling of Mean Girls, but it's written just like Shakespeare. You see, it's like a play, you have all the characters, it's in Old English. It's amazing because at the same time it's written in Old English, but you can see like the sentence from the movie. Like you have Hugo Glen Coco, it's a fetch, really amazing. So he did Mean Girls. He also did the whole Star Wars series. I have 3 Star Wars on my shelves, but I want to have them all before reading them. And also when I was checking this book, like putting it on Goodreads as finished, I saw that he made a Clueless version of this, and Clueless is one of my favorite movies of all time. So I'm going to buy it. I asked for it for my birthday, which is in 2 weeks, 1 week by the way when you see this. I'm super excited to read this in this format. Really, I had a lot of fun reading this. It was nice and short, and I love rediscovering this story that I love so much in this format. So if you're interested in reading it, I advise you to do it. It's super fun. You will not regret it. And last but not least, we're coming to my favorite book of the month, and it's Thunderhead by Neil Shusterman. I don't know why I'm laughing or smiling like that. I really like this book. It was way better than what I thought. So this is the second book in the Arc of Sight by Neil Shusterman. And what can I say without spoiling you? So in this one, you're no longer following Rowan and Citra as they do their training to become Scythe. So it's a really different book and different story. I feel like they could be 2 different books, because in this one it's more about like politics and alliance between Scythe and how Scythe are like teaming up in order to change and shape the world as they want to. It was a bit slow at the end because I don't know, they needed to explain some stuff, and I see why it was necessary, because after so many things were clearer thanks to those explanations at the beginning. That ending though, I'm so sad that I can't talk about this ending because I was shook. Oh my god, even my French is coming out. That ending was amazing. I can't wait to read the 3rd one and final one this month. It was so good. Also, there are things that I saw coming because there were clues along the way, but it was still amazing when it happened. Like, I knew something was happening, and when it happened I was like, I knew it, but I'm so happy that it happened because it was magical. Yeah, what can I say? Like, no, I'm watching the review I wrote on my reading journal, but I can't say what I wrote because it's clearly spoilers. Like, I'm telling everything that happened in the book, so I can't tell you that. So I think we'll have to do with what I just said, and I think it was a mess. But still, so yeah, I didn't give it 5 stars because I'm trying to be more careful with the stars I'm giving to the books. Like, I want the 5 stars to be for really amazing books, and I'd rather come back to this book giving it 5 stars than just giving it 5 stars now. I don't know if it makes sense. It makes sense for me, so that's what I'm doing right now. So yeah, everyone, that's it for this wrap up. I hope you had an amazing reading month. If you want, don't hesitate to tell me in the comments down below what you read this month. I would love to know. Also, if you published or post, the word is post, on YouTube or anywhere, your wrap up, link it to me. I would love to see it. And I will see you next time. Bye!